I need you to tell me about Rock's operation.
I ain't going out like that.
You disappoint me. I don't handle disappointment well.
I want to buy into your operation.
Me, changes things between me and her a whole lot more.
As soon as we get our head count right, we're gonna move on to Sellers.
We can't beat him.
And we don't need to beat him. We just need to make him bleed.
What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Mark Dark, and I'm back with another video. If you're new, if you love power, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Like the video and leave your theories, comments, everything down below. Now today we're going to be talking about Power Book 3 Raising Kanan, Season 2, Episode 9. This is the final prediction. So down below, I want you guys to let me know exactly what do you think is going to happen in this next upcoming episode. What are your final predictions based on all the information that we have? And to me, I got a feeling this is going to be a crazy one, y'all. These last two episodes, in my opinion, they're going to be fire. Now, we will be going over the new exclusive picks that they dropped a few days ago. And then after that, we will go over the trailer one last time to get those final predictions. So we're going to go over the episode 9 description once again. And this time, we will be going over the full description of this episode. It's a little bit different than the What to Expect video. We got a little bit more intel. So let's go over it. It says, with his living situation threatened, a desperate famous reaches out to Lou as a last-ditch effort to make ends meet. Rock receives a new business proposal and must eliminate a threat. Burke closes in on what really happened in Baisley Park when an unexpected and potentially unreliable witness comes forward with new information. Marvin and Jukebox mend fences. So those are the key elements of this next upcoming episode, and those are the things that you want to look out for in episode 9. And it seems like some of those fan predictions and theories are coming true. We know Detective Burke will be going to Sam. We talked about this weeks ago, right? We knew eventually she would go to him trying to get information, and we're going to talk about that in today's video. You guys, make sure you checked out my last few videos. We broke down Unique and his big decision and, how it's going to pay out for him if he ends up, making the wrong move with those Italians. So check that video out if you have not seen it. Continue to keep yourself updated on all the latest news, and I will continue to give you guys these videos. So let's jump right into it. Let's go over these exclusive pictures, and then we're going to go over that trailer one last time to get those final predictions. Now, in this picture right here, we can see Detective Burke. She thirsty for information, and now it seems like she's going to get that intel from Sam, the crackhead. We all knew this was going to happen. Like I told you, we talked about this weeks ago. We knew eventually that his character was going to pop back up, trying to give out some new information. The question is, what new information is he going to give her? Well, I'm thinking maybe it's about Kanan. Now, I did see some of you guys mention that he's unreliable. Hell, the description even states that he's unreliable. But if he does have some new information, we're going to find out if it is, some potential information that can actually hurt Kanan. And Detective Burke, based off the description, most likely is going to find out what really happened at Baisley Park. And when she does, I want to see how she's going to deal with that new information. You guys let me know. Now, in this picture right here, we can see Rock and Lulu. Now, Bettina Miller, she posted this picture on her Instagram, and she pretty much stated under the caption, "Family, us. I know we got our differences. We disagree sometimes, but at the end of the day, we blood. That's all that matters." So y'all let me know what y'all think is going to happen. I told y'all this is what she stated at the very beginning of the season at that family dinner, that no matter what type of static that they got with each other, they family and they going to stick together. Well, Rock, we're going to see if you're going to keep your words and if family is going to stick together after this episode. I just got that funny feeling, man. Your girl Rock, she be having all types of different things that she be wanting to do. And hopefully one of those things is not screwing over her family members. We're going to find out in this episode, or hell, even in the season finale, if Rock keeps that word. I mean, she's saying it, so we're going to see what's going to happen. Your boy Lulu, he is back in all black. He got the hoodie on. He looking like the old Lulu. Well, we're going to see if he's going to give us that old Lulu energy in this episode. I told y'all, they can't risk Lulu being soft. It cannot risk it at all. So we're going to find out what Lulu's going to be on based off this picture alone. I'm thinking he's going to be on that demon time, y'all. Y'all let me know down below how y'all see this all playing out. But it seems like Rock is about to catch a body. Most likely, they probably got some Italians hemmed up. I got a feeling Jimmy's last days are probably going to be in this next episode. We shall see. Now, in this picture right here, we can see your girl Jukebox. She's having a conversation with Nicole's pops, James. And I'm going to tell you right now, you already know what this is going to be about. It's probably going to be about Detective Burke. We know Detective Howard most likely put out word about Burke a few episodes back. And we know what the rumor is. She's preying on young girls, slipping them drugs and all that stuff. So I want to know if he's going to try to get some intel out of Jukebox. And most likely Jukebox, I got that funny feeling she's going to help Detective Burke out. And he can also ask her about that tape as well. But besides that, Detective Burke, in my opinion, when it comes to this whole Jukebox storyline, we know at the very beginning of the season, Detective Burke helped Jukebox find Kenya. And when Jukebox got out the car, she was going to find her mother. Burke told her, "You owe me," right? So Jukebox owes Detective Burke. The question is Jukebox going to pay her back? Well, we only got 2 more episodes left. Based off what we've been seeing from Jukebox, the body language, walking past Detective Howard and seeing how close Jukebox is with Detective Burke, I'm pretty damn sure that she is going to, throw her a bone. We shall see on this one. You guys let me know what y'all think about it. Now, look at Jimmy having a good old time. He with the boys, he's bowling, he's laughing, thinking everything is good. But guess what? You didn't finish the job. I told y'all, Marvin, he's still breathing. And as Unique said, if he's still breathing, he's still talking. Because Marvin ain't dead in my opinion. The question is, did, Miss Renee make it? I hope she did. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I hope both of them made it, to be honest. But I'm pretty damn sure Marvin made it. And we know Sal Boselli's going to be pissed off about this. Which means Jimmy is pretty much on borrowed time because you're supposed to take out Rock. You had the shot. You didn't take it. You slipped up, right? Now you see what had done happened because you didn't take her out. Then you get the hit on Marvin, but you don't finish the job. That's a problem. So I'm pretty damn sure this dude is on borrowed time. We're going to see how it's all going to play out. But based on how it's looking, it ain't looking too good for him. Now, we see Tremont, we see Abraham, Rock, the lawyer, and Rock has done exactly what she needed to do to show Tremont, like, look, I got pull, I got power, I can help you out, I can help any of your boys out when they need that help. So I got that feeling that Tremont is going to be like, okay, I've been following her, watching her moves. She actually helping me out. So that little deal that she offered him a few episodes back, it may be a deal that he ends up taking, right? And if that does happen, we know it's going to be some issues with Cartier Duns. Now, this picture right here, your boy Famous, he's outside of Corinne's door. He's probably looking for Palomar. He's probably trying to get his turn. But we know he's going to be struggling in this episode. Now, the description, it states that with his living situation threatened, a desperate Famous reaches out to Lou as a last-ditch effort to make ends meet. And we know in that last episode, a lot of you guys was talking about how he was moving like a crackhead. Hell, even Jukebox stated that he's living like a crackhead. And you already know.
I ain't saying he's a crackhead, just very crackish.
Now we know if Lou does not help him out, your boy Famous most likely is going to be homeless. But I got a feeling that Kanan is probably going to have a game plan to help save his boy. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what's been happening this entire season. And that's exactly what I'm expecting to happen once again if he does not get that help from Lulu. Now, in this picture right here, we can see Freddie has returned. And y'all, he's not Breeze. Because I already know it's going to be some people saying, well, that got to be Breeze. He's back. He's Breeze. No, hell nah. This ain't no Breeze. Trust me. Now, he's back. Most likely, he's either going to be on some mess or I got a feeling, and I would not be surprised if he's willing to work with Kanan. If he's like, okay, you got me, so be it. We can go ahead and just do business together. That may happen or it may not happen because I'm going to tell you right now, if he does decide to go up against Kanan again, we already know how this is going to end. This dude getting dropped off and he's going to get beat down once again. So he has to be thinking about all those different outcomes. But I got a funny feeling most likely he's not willing to make that same mistake. We're going to find out for sure. Now, this picture right here, we got Unique and Sal Boselli, and this is pretty much what we're going to talk about when we go over the trailer one last time to get those final predictions. We already know Unique will be having a conversation with Sal, and he's going to have to make a decision on what he needs to do for his future with the Italians and also his future working with Rock. Now, let's go over this trailer one last time to get those final predictions. This was in the thumbnail for episode 9, Jukebox and of course, Rock. A lot of you guys was talking about this. The exclusive clip was dropped a few days back. We know Rock was telling Jukebox everything that she's done was for Kanan. A lot of you guys said, hell nah, that's not true. She's done a lot of things for herself as well, which we know she has done a lot of things for herself. I believe Jukebox will pick up on some of the things that Rock continues to teach her. And at the same time, we know Rock, she ain't gonna tell this girl the full truth on what's really going on. Also, I believe they might talk about Marvin and, what's going to happen with him. I told you guys I believe he will be recovering. The description does state that Marvin and Jukebox men fences, right? So we're going to see what's going to end up happening. But I do believe this is going to be a tough episode for Jukebox. Now, final predictions for Unique, Sal Boselli. We just talked about this yesterday about Unique and this big decision that he's going to have to make. And it's going to be a tough one, y'all, because I believe deep down inside, Unique does not 100% feel comfortable working with Sal Boselli like that. Especially since Marco is not here anymore. I believe he feels more comfortable with Rock, knowing that they got history going at each other. I just feel like he respects what she got going on. At the same time, Unique could say, you know what? I'm going to go up against Rock. I'm going to make that power move, work with the Italians, and get Rock up out of here. But I don't know if Unique is willing to do that. Based off this trailer, we know Sal Boselli is talking about "you disappoint me," right? I told you guys, y'all know how these trailers do. They make it seem like one thing is going one way. When you watch the episode, it's the complete opposite. But something's going to go down with Unique and the Italians for sure. And if he does decide to work with the Italians, as I told you guys earlier in that video, I honestly believe the Italians don't give a damn about Unique. I got a feeling they thinking like, we're going to get rid of all these N-words. I already told you guys that. So if anything does go wrong in the future, if he does business or decides to continue to do business with them, they're not going to think twice about getting him up out of here. And a hit on his family could be in the works. We know they don't hurt children, but still, somebody getting smoked when it comes to Unique's family, in my opinion. I've been stating that, and I'm still going to roll with it until eventually it happens, or it may not happen. Now, we know Sal Boselli will be pissed off, not just at if Unique doesn't, want to give him intel on Rock, but knowing that Jimmy did not finish the job on Marvin. That's the issue. So if Jimmy is not finishing the job, that means Jimmy has to pay. Now, my final predictions on Rock, and as far as this whole deal she's going to be making with Tremont and Abraham, most likely is going to go well. I believe, once she does meet up with them, they're going to go over some more details, and Tremont is going to have to decide if he really wants to do this or not, which at the end of the day, it's going to cause issues with Cartier Duns. We just talked about this at the very beginning of this video. Cartier, he wants to buy into Rock's business. Now, I don't know if Rock was expecting this, but seeing that he wants to do this, she has to give him an answer, right? And she has to make the best move possible. Will she tell him what she's doing, or will she blindside him? We know Cartier is supposed to be having, half of Crown's, portion of the record label. So we're going to see how this all is going to play in. I told you guys in the past, all of this is very, very messy. Eliminating Cartier Duns is going to be something that Rock has to do a little bit different this time around, because it's a lot of things that he carries, a lot of people that he knows, and he's connected. So it has to be a very, very smart move on Rock's behalf. And that's if she really wants to eliminate him, right? As I told you guys, she cannot underestimate Cartier Duns. Just because he's talking about all the things that he does and how he makes money, we know he's just showing out. You have to realize that most likely he's watching what you're doing as well. And if he is watching, that means that's a huge issue. So we're going to see how everything's going to play out with this whole storyline. I got a feeling it's going to be some type of twist within it somehow, some way. Now, we know that Kanan will be going to Detective Howard once again, talking about him being his father and how things are going to change between the two, and more importantly, how a lot of things are going to change between him and Rock. I'm expecting the two to once again, get more closer, and Detective Howard's going to have his hands full, especially seeing that Detective Burke is getting more intel on what really happened at Baisley Park. So that's why we go back to the whole fan theory on what Detective Howard needs to do. He's going to try to take her out legally and do things that way, but if she's digging and she finds, some dirt on him on what really happened, he's going to have to decide on what he really wants to do with her. He's going to have a different approach, in my opinion. Now, final predictions on Rock. She's telling Lulu and also somebody else at this table, because we talked about it, most likely being Marvin, that she's having a conversation with as well. And that is, look, we need to make the Italians bleed. We need to get those numbers up, and then we can make our move on the Italians, right? This is what she wants to do. She wants to just make them bleed, you know, touch them. Just show them, like, look, this is what we can do if we really want to do it. And I told y'all, Lulu's going to have to step up in this episode. He's going to have to give us, you know, elements of the old Lulu from season 1. He's going to have to. The family's going to have to stick together on this, especially if they're going to be able to even cause a dent in the Italians' establishment, which is going to be very difficult in my opinion. Now, in the trailer, it seems like Lulu is pointing a gun at one of the Italians. I told you guys in my What to Expect video, I believe it's Jimmy, or maybe it's someone else, but still, they're going to have to make a move, and whatever move this is, most likely it's going to have to be a move where the Italians understand what time it is. And based off those exclusive pictures, Rock and Lulu, they ain't playing around. Brother and sister, they back on these streets. They said, look, the streets need a body. Rock said, look, the streets need to bleed. Well, we going to find out. Episode 9 is the episode you do not want to miss. We know in episode 8 it was fire, and I'm expecting the last 2 episodes to be even better, and I cannot wait to see it. But you guys, y'all leave your final predictions down below. We will be going over this episode. I will drop the quick thoughts, early impressions after the episode airs, so stay tuned for that. But I want to thank you guys. Y'all been supporting your boy this week. I was dropping a whole lot of videos for you guys just to go over these different fan theories and predictions. And we're going to do the same thing next week. We're going to get ready for the season finale week. It's going to get crazy, y'all. And I cannot wait to see the outcome. But I want to thank you guys once again for all the love, all the support. And I will catch y'all for the quick thoughts, early impressions later on in the night. But let me get up on out of here, man. It's your boy Mark Dark. I'm out. Peace.